Hi, beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Capricorn, this is your monthly read for March. And I know we're already a bit into March, so think of it as like 4 to 6 weeks into the future from when you listen to this. But it's mainly March still. It has taken a moment for me to get here. I did a whole video about it. It's called I'm Done, if you want to go check that out. I don't want to take up time and space here for it because I talked a lot about it now. It's about my son who has gotten surgery, and the journey is still not over. It actually starts now. So that's taken up a lot of time for me, and it will take up a lot of time in the future if you wonder why I every once in a while disappear. Also, thank you so much for your likes and subscribes and your donations and your kind words. Your supportive nature is just mind-blowing to me. So thank you so much for that. What do we have for Capricorn for the month of March? We're starting with the Sun. Not a bad way to start. The Sun card. Oops. What else for Capricorn, please? We're going to start with the overall arch, and then we're going to... An epiphany. 19 and 9 with an epiphany. And then we're going to clarify, and then at the end we're going to see what the angels have to say, if they have some messages for you. What do you have for Capricorn, please, for the month of March? I suddenly had the urge to have some coffee. I haven't had a coffee in probably 2 weeks or something. I rarely drink it anymore. I don't feel like it anymore for whatever reason. And now I just had this urge for a cup of coffee. I don't know if it's me that has an urge for a cup of coffee or if it's someone who just poured themselves a cup of coffee. It can't be like, yeah, I thought about a coffee 2 days ago. You know, it has to be that I don't know. There's some attention to someone who really feels like having a cup of coffee right now, or pouring themselves a coffee, or just put the coffee maker on or something like that. Pay extra attention. What do we have for Capricorn? And can I just say, Capricorn, that Pluto moving out of your sign and now into Aquarius probably will lighten so much for you. So like for the next 20 years or so, think of it as like 15 to 20 years in the past leading up to this has been a journey, and now it's like time to reap the rewards, time to eat the fruit of your labors for the next coming 20 years. So there might be like a lightness in the air for you. To Gabriel, coming together with like-minded people, starting maybe a hobby or a group or a community, or attracting like-minded people. Can we clarify the Sun? How does one clarify the Sun? Let's see. Wow. With awaiting results. I'm going to explain this in a sec. Epiphany. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation, Capricorn. You will have an epiphany in the month of March, or 4 to 6 weeks from when you hear this. Can we clarify this epiphany? What is that about? Can we clarify darkest fears and new vitality? Wow, you will have a breakthrough here. You will understand what has been holding you back, or whatever is holding you back, not being able to move forward. And then all of a sudden there's an epiphany about something that's going to bring so much new energy, new understanding. I love this. 9 and then 1. And we also have 19. So it's a play on 1 and 9, which is endings and new beginnings. Endings and new beginnings. Okay, 2 of Gabriel. What's that about? 2 of Gabriel. 2 can be about balance there, and also make bold and ambitious choices right now. You can make great progress in the month of March. Ooh. 11 and 17. Again, it's speaking about this, like going through something, getting an epiphany that creates a lot of healing. You're releasing and healing. Detach and heal. You're breaking the chains of something old. This is crystalline energy. Sort of coming from carbon into crystalline, changing the setup completely. Someone's going on a deep journey here, Capricorn, because I see a lot of shifts, like a lot of, for me personally, just thinking about what's been going on in my life lately, and actually, I'm no Capricorn, but like actually for the past 20 years that I just talked about in this video, there's a lot of ancestral healing going on. It's not just for me or for like the immediate surrounding, but I just feel like there's a lot of healing happening for you and others. It's like you're breaking the chains, not only for yourself, but for like generations and generations in your past. And for whatever reason, you're taking this on because you can probably. And now there's a lot of healing and a lot of breaking the chains. And as you break those chains, there's so much opportunity for something brand new. Something brand new you probably haven't. That's probably why I feel the carbon going to crystalline, like going into a crystalline energy that we have never been in. As a species, we've never been in it. So it's like something brand new. So you might feel at times that you're going a little bit crazy because that's just you. That's not so just, but that is you letting go of the old version of yourself. Sorry. We're starting with the sun though. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. And because I know the end of this and you're on inspiring success, I think that many people are looking to you and see what you're doing in your life, and because you can do it, they can do it too. You're being a way shower here somehow. And it's not just that you're an inspiration for others. This is almost being an inspiration to yourself. It's like maybe for the first time feeling really proud of the journey that you're on, and that you've come through some hardships, and now the sun is waiting. Like, this is positive results. This is positive news. This is a new beginning of something. We have endings and new beginnings. It's very clear here. And this is the time, this is when something leads to success. This is when you get positive news about an outcome that you've been waiting to hear some messages about. And the reason why I know that this is a process where people are looking to you like, how did you do that? This is you going from a place awaiting results. This is actually awaiting results. I didn't think of that. That you're waiting for messages and they're going to come in being a positive response. I just even see someone going into the doctor's office, maybe having an x-ray done, and you wonder like what you're going to find there, and maybe are a little bit worried about it. This is a side note. This is obviously not going to be for every Capricorn. That it's going to be positive results. You don't have to worry. It's going to be positive results. Awaiting results with this is you adjusting your vibration. So Capricorn, this might be something you've been working on for quite some time, like a personal journey. We have the epiphany here, letting go of fears and coming into new vitality. So this might be like a big job that you've done personally, like going to therapy, working through something, sitting in meditation, connecting with certain parts of yourself, claiming your power, releasing whatever doesn't work. Like there's a big adjustment in your vibration is what this is about. You understand that staying the same, what is that saying? Doing something, I'm going to completely butcher that because I don't remember the actual saying right now, but there's something to along the lines of like, I'm doing this thing and had a certain outcome, and then I do the exact same thing again and expect a different outcome. is the equivalence of like insanity. And so you understand that if you want to have a change in direction in your life, if you want to have a different relationship with an already partner, with some friendships, with a family member, in attracting new relationships into your life, seeing eye to eye with someone, like you understand now that you can't sort of go at the situation or at the person anymore. You know that there needs to be an adjustment to you. And that's what this is about. This is what you've changed. Talking about raising your vibration, as I look closer here, you're not even touching the ground. It's like you are, the roots are coming back up into you. Maybe you've been working a lot on grounding yourself, and I see a little bit more grounding wouldn't hurt. It would be really beneficial for you. And maybe there's a connection also to Gemini, or there's a mirror thing happening. You understand more and more. This is who I am. That's what's gonna be reflected. This is what I see in the mirror. That's the observation of what I'm sending out. So there's like a big here's what I do, and there's the reflection. Here's what I see in the mirror. Like it's going back and forth like that, and you really are paying attention to it. If I do this, if I change like this, if I raise my vibration in this way, how is the environment reacting? So 19 there. And then we have 9 on 1. So, or what is that? Is that 911? No. Okay. So that's not an alarming thing. You're going to have an epiphany in the month of March. Again, there's this, like, someone is looking up to you. There's someone like, how did you do that? How did you change in that way? What did you do to go from A to B? We've seen you struggle for such a long time, and all of a sudden you don't. Or we see you, I don't know, there's something changing, and people are watching, and they wonder what the heck you're doing. And it's almost like yourself is like, I wasn't even sure it was going to work. It's like, and it's not a fake it until you make it thing. It's just if there's a certain thing you've been working on for such a long time, and you've been shifting, and you have seen changes in things around you, there might be some changes that you don't like because you've been put in the change without sort of your own voice. Maybe someone has put you out of work. Someone has put you out of a relationship. Someone else is sort of, it looks like they're making the choice for you, but it's still in your energy and you wanted it anyway. But on the first day and you hear some news, it might not be that fun. And it's like, so you know where you're going, you know what you've been heading towards, and you've been working towards it really hard, working on, raising your vibration, all of that. And then all of a sudden, there's a breakthrough. There's the epiphany. Like, oh my God, I get it. I get it now. I know what to do. Or there's a light bulb moment of just the answer that just makes everything fall into place. And even though, like I said, you've been working really hard to get to that place, when it finally happens, it's even like a surprise to yourself. If you knew Swedish now, I would tell a little story about jag blir förvånad vad jag gissar. Because it's so freaking funny. It's a comedian in Sweden who's so funny. He's even surprised at his own guesses, is what he says when he's a little bit high. He's surprised by his own guesses. I'm surprised by what I'm guessing. Anyway, this is you being surprised at something that you want. So it's even a surprise to yourself. It's not like, what? I am a woman and now I'm a man. It's not going to be out of the blue. Like, you're going to know what it's about. It's a long sought after wish. But when it happens, it will be a surprise to you as much as it is to everyone else. And they will wonder about it. What did you do, Capricorn? What took you from that place to this place? Tell me, please. This is your darkest fears coming into pure vitality. Something is just shifting here. You're transforming, transcending. This epiphany whatever you're going through, if this is an ayahuasca journey, if this is you just waking up one day and it just falls into place, if this is going through meditation, if this is watching a podcast, whatever is causing this epiphany, it moves your fears out of the way completely. It shatters them. It's like the illusion is gone. And this energy can just flood in. It's almost like this might also be like really exhausting, because Capricorn, if this has been a long time coming, like you're working at something and for the life of you, it's like you don't understand why is something needs to take this long, or why there's a hold up, why, or it might even be like a calm hold up. It might be even one thing after another that you need to solve. And it's like for the life of you, you can't figure it out. And even though you can't figure it out, and even though this probably it needs to be this journey, and it needs to be this time frame and timeline and all of that, it's still quite exhausting to get up in the morning and sort of go against what you really wish to live. So if you, at the end of the day, almost are like, oh my God, like this could not have come one day sooner or later, like it needed to come this very moment, because it's so freaking hard to not live what you see the potential to be. And whatever this is for you, let's just pull another card. I'm going to say, can we even get something about the epiphany? That's probably going to be very unique to every single person. Spiritual union and spiritual strength. So yeah, there's a coming together. You can call it divine guidance. There's an epiphany, spiritual strength. This is coming from you working on yourself and really putting yourself in contact with the universal forces. This is you going inwards, connecting. For some of you guys, I mean, I got 19, but I wasn't heavily drawn to it. 19 is the prince or princess of heaven, meaning that there's a relationship swirling around. We also have the meeting of like mind. So there might be for some of you guys that this is a meeting with a new person into your life, whether that's a romantic partnership or a friendship or however that's turning up, maybe even an animal, that there is such a strong like connection between you guys that this connection in itself is opening something up for you. But it's through a spiritual connection. And for most of you, I'm getting like around 80%. For most of you, most likely it is that you're going inwards and you're making that connection. And there's going to be a breakthrough. Like there's an aha moment here that it's almost like a card, a house of cards. That just, you just knock one over and everything just falls. Because it was just the fear feels like it's an illusion. You might not even have understood that it was a fear that stood in the way of something. Questioning. Why doesn't it move? Why doesn't it move? And you search and you look and it's like, no, I don't think I have a fear of something. I'm not worried about moving forward. I'm not worried about letting something go. And yet, when the epiphany arrives, it's like the illusion of the fear just falls away. And that's when you can sort of almost become aware of it. And so I guess that's a little bit tricky because you can't be aware of something that you're not aware of, right? But you don't have to focus on that because it's going to just take care of itself automatically. I just realized another number 9. So we have 999. Yes. 999. Endings, new beginnings, unconditional love, unconditional energy pouring in with a new beginning of new vitality. Here's the burst of life, the burst of energy, the burst of opportunity that you've been waiting for. This is making you attract This is one of the things that happens when you are working on your vibration and you get higher and higher up. You get lighter and lighter, and therefore you attract different people, different situations, different opportunities. And this is when it starts to happen, like you're attracting like-minded people. And sometimes this card comes across as actual, like a homosexual card, which means that for some of you guys, you might enter into your very first same-sex relationship, and it's a big one for you. It's like maybe you've been just playing with your sexuality, or you've been wondering where you're off to, or like there's been a curiosity there. There may have even been like small dates here and there, but nothing of significance to you. And all of a sudden there's that person that you're entering into like a long-term relationship. And obviously not every single Capricorn listening to this is of a homosexual nature, obviously, but there's something with coming into like-minded people. Same, if not same sex, but like same vision, same thought processes, same way of looking at things, of viewing the world, of having the same perspective. This is about making bold choices. So as a clarification, we have breaking the chains of something old. Like you're so tired of living in the old. It's like you're stepping out of the old. There, it comes with that epiphany. So you're realizing something's falling into place. However that's going to come about, it's going to come through a spiritual connection, whether with yourself or someone else. And it causes you to surrender and detach of the old and break those chains. And if this is you being tired of not living your true authentic self when it comes to relationships, that's one part. Like, I can't do what my parents want me to do anymore. I can't do what my church wants me to do anymore. If this is you just coming into your own and just being a little bit weird, where everyone else thinks that you were already a bit weird, it's like breaking that generational trauma, generational, this is how we're supposed to be. And just completely letting that go and surrender and come into this new version of yourself, completely new version, which also is, making you start to attract new people, new situations. And that might feel a little bit scary in the beginning. The person of your dreams, whether it's a friendship or a romantic partnership or a mentor, a teacher, whoever this is that is showing up in your life and is everything that you sort of longed for, it might still feel a little bit like, this is really, because every cell is going off in your body and it feels maybe a little bit overwhelming in the beginning. So it demands for you to be really bold, to take this leap of faith and make these connections that wants to show up now. Because it's stepping out of the box of the norm, for sure. Wow. Can we have some final messages from your angels? What do you want to tell? I'm so sorry. This is my voice. You're like, yeah, we know. I mean, this is my throat acting like this. This is not you. Because sometimes I have a physical thing happening in my body, and as soon as I express that just to you guys, to the audience, and it releases from me, I know it's not mine, but it stays there. So it's not yours, it's mine. Okay, final messages for Capricorn, please. Choose a new direction. It's up to you, and within the next few weeks. Within the next few weeks, I feel, so that might be that within the next few weeks you have this epiphany. You have the epiphany within the next few weeks. I just also feel like this is right on target. It's like this energy and this reading, and whenever you find this, all of these things are playing out within the next few weeks. And it's just right on target. It's up to you. This is what I'm saying. You might have new opportunities, new people are starting to enter into your life, and it's really up to you what you do with it. What do you now want to do with these connections, with these newfound places, with this new energy? You can do so much with it. And it's up to you. We can translate that into saying, you hold all the power now. You're no longer a slave under generational trauma. You moved out of it, or you will. And choose a new direction. And I feel like you can't help it. This is just... And look at this. This is like, well, you might become the Messiah. I don't want to say that, but like, this is what I'm saying. Like, people are going to want to know, what is it that you're doing? What have you done, Capricorn? What is it that you did to... Because we saw you struggling and we saw you fight for a long time. Like, they want to know what you did. And this choose a new direction, it's like you can't help but move in a new direction. It's like when you just clear out those fears, those illusion of fears, and you just put on this new, like this new vitality, this new flood of rainbow energy just pours in, there's your new direction. You can't help it but to move in the direction of whatever this new energy brings about. Okay, that is what I have for you, beautiful, beautiful Capricorn. I hope that was helpful, and thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in your own personal reading, please send me a message in the link below. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.